Today, we are blessed to present one of these insightful lectures entitled Buddhist Stories, 7 Pitchers of Gold, Part 1 of 3 on Between Master and Disciples, given in Chinese and English on August 12th, 2015 in France.
师傅，今天我看那个，我想我们大陆的同学吧，有一个就是看着我就是想师傅就哭，想师傅就哭，完了我就寻思，我说你们怎么想师傅就哭呢？后来我也想师傅，我也哭，我的眼泪就噼里啪啦往下掉。所以说完了说我成天就是我在家没事我就演习呀，我说的我见着师傅了，我要给师傅朗诵歌。我们大陆有个话叫说的，我们大陆的浪漫叫唱歌，
唱歌。
哎，对。但是我不会唱歌，我挺喜欢师傅唱的《我喜乐》，我非常喜欢师傅现在的听。大陆的同学都喜欢师傅唱这首歌，
好多歌颂啊。
对呀，但我不会唱歌，我嗓音不好，但我会朗诵诗歌，我赞美师傅的歌。在今年春节前青海日，在那个西湖，我给大家朗诵一首就是赞美师傅。我说将来我见到师傅，一定要给师傅朗诵这首诗，好吗，师傅？那我就给大伙朗诵一首啊，今天是有幸的机会。
你是不会唱歌吗？你说。
我不会唱歌，我愿意听师傅唱的歌。我喜乐，我们大陆人非常愿意。
你叫我唱。
不。
你自己要唱。
我要朗诵一首诗给师傅。
哦 ，OK。
一首诗。
OK。
敬爱的师傅，您是我的挚友，您是我的最爱。您把我们生生世世轮回的枷锁打开，您不再让我们痛苦，您不再让我们徘徊，您把世界变成伊甸园，您让我们提前迈入了黄金时代。谢谢师傅。
Thank you。好美。
喜欢听你唱歌，你能教我们一段《我喜乐》这个歌吗？谢谢。
你叫我现在唱你的歌啊？不是，
要听我喜乐，就是您唱的歌，我们大伙非常愿意听，就听我们那个收音机的。就是
了解，你们喜欢就好嘛。
对，
很喜欢，谢谢，那首歌很好听。
对，
好诚心。
对，我们听着眼泪就出来了，我们听着就哭了。好了，谢谢。
OK， 给他一个饼干。好了，想你一个饼干，象征哦，象征而已 ，OK， 没什么，就是象征，谢谢了，Anyone else? Yeah, tell me.
Can I share a few experiences I have because it's related to what you've been talking about the sutras? Since I got initiation, it's quite amazing how when I started meditating. It was difficult for me, but I believe in your teaching. And every single time I have a question, I ask you in my meditation. And then you come into my meditation and tell me what to do. And then, because it was difficult for me to meditate and to wake up, I remember my son, he was just 2 years old at the time. And 5 o'clock in the morning, he wake me up. And he said, meditate. And then he go to sleep. And then after a while I get used to it. And then I realized, even my mind, I believe in your teaching. But my mind was complaining, oh, this is too tough and difficult to meditate, and tiring and at the time. And then I carry on pushing myself to meditate more. And my mind complaining is difficult, but because I believe in you and in your teaching and everything you teach, I used to have this argument with my mind because I said, what Master is saying is right. And everything she's teaching is good. and then my mind have a different opinion.
Understand?
And then I didn't listen to my mind, and I forced myself to meditate more.
Yes.
And then the more I meditate, and then I start 2 hours, 2.5 hours, and slowly I increase it every week 5 minutes, and slowly 1 minute, little
Good
by
boy.
little.
Good boy.
And then think it was getting better and better, and think it was arranged in a way. Any time I ask a question, if I didn't get in my meditation, I ask you for the answer, and then you answer me through the TV. When I turn on the
Anything.
radio,
Yes, yes. Yeah.
or someone on the street, like you say about the Buddha,
Yeah.
he come and he tell me, but straight away.
Yes.
Like for example, I was doing too much sound.
Oh, okay.
I was doing 3 hours sound at that
It's
time.
good. Good.
And then I was thinking, oh, it is the right thing to do.
Yeah.
And then I was in the center talking with a practitioner.
Yeah.
And then suddenly another brother came, and in the middle of the conversation he said to me, what you are doing is the right thing to do.
Yeah.
You know, things like that. And then I was living in the UK, and I moved to New Zealand. And then I realized at that point I need to meditate more.
Yes.
But I had to go there, and I had to work full time, and I didn't want that anymore. I wanted to work part time and have more time for my meditation.
Yeah.
And then I couldn't sleep because it was all in my head all the time. I don't know what's going to happen, because I'm going to carry on meditating more, even if I had to give up everything. And then a miracle happened, and because I moved there, I need money to buy a house and not have a mortgage, and then I can work part-time.
Yes.
And then I went to see my accountant, and he said to me, oh, if you can bring your pension from the UK to New Zealand. This miracle that was happening to me after I increased my meditation. And then because I was thinking that way, I want to meditate more because that's what I want, and I choose to do that.
Yeah.
And then this miracle that was happening to me to help me to achieve that.
Yeah.
And then when the accountant said to me, oh, you can bring your pension from the UK to New Zealand, and then if you buy a house, you can use it. And then I thought, okay, I worked there only 4 years, maybe I have $20,000, something like that, and my wife as well, a few years. And then, but he said to me, oh, it will take a year or two for the pension to come in. And then after a month, he called me and he said, oh, this is a miracle. He said, the money is already here. He said, I don't know how it happened.
Yeah.
And then he said, but this is a lot of money. And I said, but I didn't put much money into the pension. And then he said, well, you put it there, it multiplied many times. And on the way to New Zealand, multiplied again another 3 times. And then I have enough money to have this house, and then don't have mortgage, and then I can work part-time, and then I can meditate more.
Congratulations.
That's one. I would like to share another one.
Is your wife here?
My wife, she's...
Is she happy too?
He's the best, Master. You're the best. Thank you so much.
No. Are you happy about the event, the miracle?
Yeah.
Always. We have miracles every day, Master.
Yeah. Okay, that is good. Because you're sincere, and you try your best to meditate. The more you meditate, the more you understand many things that I told you or not told you, and the more things will go better your way. Seek you first the kingdom of God. That's why. Yeah.
And this is another one because I got initiation,
Yeah.
and this is relating with my wife. I got initiation after 4 years.
Yeah.
I was put in your teaching all the time, but it wasn't. She couldn't see
Yeah.
and then in the meditation, I asked you, Master, what's the problem? I talk a lot about you and about God and how meditation good for you, and then you said to me, the karma doesn't allow her to see. There's like a wall around there. And then at that time I realized, okay, it's not her fault, it's the karma. And then I asked you, how can I solve the problem? How can I help her to follow you? And then I meditated that night, nothing happened. A few nights, nothing happened. And then I was looking TV, and then I put one of your DVDs. And then when I put the DVD and I press it, the first thing, you just come out and you said to me, 3 hours sound. That was the first thing, to do 3 hours sound. And then I got the message.
Yeah, I understand.
After a few days asking, I always carry on asking every day until I get the answer.
Yeah.
And then I said, oh, God, this is very difficult. How am I going to do 3 hours? I did it the first day, and then I went to sleep 10 o'clock, and then 2 o'clock in the morning, you just wake me up and said, to meditate. And then I wasn't sleepy or anything, really full of energy. And I said, okay, 2 o'clock until 7 o'clock, I can do the meditation. And then I did the first day, 3 hours sound. I did the light a little bit, and then 3 hours sound. Then I had to do 4.5 hours light during, this time.
Yes.
And then the first day I did it, when I finished, it was terrible. And then my mind, it was complaining, oh, this is too difficult, this is too much. And then I have a big fight with my mind and with my body, because both of them, they were fighting really hard. But I said, oh no, I had to do it because it's good for my wife. I want to help her.
You're good. He loves you so much.
And then after a month doing this, forcing myself to do, after a month, she came to the room and she said,
Darling.
and then she said, I want to follow Master. I want to do convenient method.
Oh, wow. Such a good husband.
And then 6 months later, she got initiation. And then 2 months later, she became the contact person. And then a month later, she started working for SNTV. And from then, we did a lot of work in New Zealand and helped, this happen.
Wonderful. Wonderful. Yeah, but he's a good man, a good practitioner. 1 month meditation, 3 hours every day. I mean, the sound, even numbness and everything. I really respect you.
Thank you, Master.
Thank you so much. It's not easy to do that. 1 month long, every day. Yeah, but what we wouldn't do for heaven, no? to help the loved ones. So if you complain about your wife or your husband, then do the same. He's telling that for all of you, okay? But it's difficult, I know that. Difficult. But he made it. Yen, look at that, huh? Yeah, it's a good example. But thank you for being a good husband as well. My God, if anyone do that for me, I marry him. For me. Very good.
And I would like to share the last experience, because this is amazing.
You're so emotional or something?
Sorry?
Emotional because is this too difficult?
No, because they are very strong miracles. I mean, really powerful.
Yeah.
I mean, this is only 2, but there happen so many to me. I can read many of them.
Yeah, your wife said that every day.
This one, it was about your Loving the Silent Tears. Loving the Silent Tears musical. Then I was talking to my wife. I said, "Oh, this is a good thing. Maybe we should put it on the radio." And then we contact SNTV and we said, we want to put this on the radio in Radio New Zealand, because at that time we were doing Wellington's radio every weekend.
Oh.
Already for 3 or 4 years, and we knew things that were getting better, and your energy, it was expanding everywhere. And I noticed the weather was getting better, less wind, everything was getting better.
In your city?
Yeah, in the city, in Wellington, in New Zealand. And I said, okay, but just ask SNTV and see if they want us to put your Loving the Silent Tears on the radio. And then they agreed. They said, oh, yeah, that would be good. Then we did it for 18 weeks. And then 1 week, another 18 weeks. And after the 18 weeks finished, then, okay. And the thing is, what happened in between is it was like a lot of pushing from SNTVs for us to put it in. And I said we were talking, my wife and I said, oh, maybe Master want to bless Wellington for some reason. We don't know why. It must be a reason for it. And then we did it for 18 weeks. 2 weeks later, it was an earthquake, 6.9.
Oh, God.
I was working in the hospital, and the hospital was shaking everywhere for 4 or 5 seconds. And 2 years before, it happened in Christchurch.
Yeah. A lot of people.
And then I thought, oh God, if the hospital is like this, because the hospital where I was working, it was made for earthquake, and it was very shaky. And then when I went out, nothing happened. 6.9, and nothing happened.
7 point, yeah, almost.
6.9, yeah.
And in Christchurch wasn't that strong.
No, yeah, and in Scratch it was 6.2, I think,
Yeah.
or 5.9.
And then so much damage, and here 6.9, nothing happened.
I know it's because your blessing from the loving and the silent tears.
Yeah, any, not just. Good.
And in Christchurch, when it happened as well, is we did your flyers, the little flyers we were putting into doors.
6.9. Oh, God. How do you know it was 6.9?
Yeah, they say.
They say so.
Yeah, they say. So.
And then just a few seconds and gone.
Yeah. And then when the Christchurch earthquake happened, a brother who worked now on SNTV, he went to visit his family.
Yeah.
And that while he was there, he went with your flyer and he put in all the doors.
Yeah.
In his neighborhood.
Yes.
And then when the earthquake happened in Christchurch,
Yeah.
his neighborhood wasn't destroyed.
Oh, even though he's in Christchurch?
Yeah.
You should have worked faster. Put it all over Christchurch.
We did nearly the whole country, but we couldn't do the Christchurch
Understand.
because it was enough initiate there, but they were busy. But we did most of the
More
country,
manpower.
and they used to say, "Oh, if an earthquake happened, will happen everywhere except in Christchurch."
Yeah.
But in Christchurch, it was a lot of slaughterhouses and a lot of farming,
Yeah.
and the energy wasn't.
Animals.
And we couldn't do it, but
Yeah.
you know,
Karma.
the
Karma
power.
stop you. Yeah.
Yeah, and the power of your blessing flyers to just protect the area where the flyer was put on.
Could have been worse, of course.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, we remember this, sorrowful event. We did send people to help though, huh? I did send.
Yeah, we did, yeah. Thank you very much, Master, for everything.
Yeah.
For your love.
You're welcome, but I'm sorry.
师父还有一首是我代表大陆同修献上你的，我爱你提姆阔图，我爱你提姆阔图，你是宇宙之上主，你的光辉照遍了整个宇宙，您的甘露洒遍了科里国土，我们永远跟着您的脚步，和您一起进入初始宇宙。谢谢。
是你弄的吗？是你写的吗？哇，太漂亮了，谢谢。
我天天想你，我就提神，我就想师傅，我就天天琢磨写，我就
都写了。